Oh, so you turn on Craig, and Craig is like, "Hi, I'm Craig. Hello, we are your bank."
I think this is what it's like when the Doctor gets any communication from the Time Lords. Hello, we are the Time Lords.
No, actually, because they do that. Just like, hello.
That's what that guy in Terror of the Autons was like literally doing. Hello, we are your bank.
Welcome to Gallifrey ad nauseum. I'm a chicken-brained biological disaster, but you can call me Les.
Hi, I'm Allie, a pallid devious worm.
Well, I've got a yo-yo.
Do you have a name?
I'm Rimon.
Are you doing double loops on that thing?
Of course. I'm sitting here and playing with my yo-yo. I'm practicing because I don't want to do what the Time Lords want me to do. What do they want me to do?
So real.
Fuck if I know.
Just keep on yoing.
Wait, you never actually find out what the Time Lords wanted them to do you?
We never really find out if the Time Lords sent him there. He just assumes this.
He fully assumes this.
Immediately throws a tantrum. Fuck, it was so good.
It's so amazing. But yeah, okay, so hi, welcome to Gallifrey ad nauseum, a podcast where, what was it? We changed it.
We experience
a podcast where
depiction of Gallifrey in
release order.
Universe in release order. That's the words that we had.
Yes. Yeah, a podcast where we experience every appearance of Gallifrey in the Doctor Who universe in release order. Today we watched.
Yeah, we listened to the Brain of Morbius. We did do that also.
We
will do
that, yes.
Today we experienced the Brain of Morbius.
It was Morbin time.
Today we morbed. Hey guys.
We morbed.
Morbin hard or hardly Morbin?
Amen, brother.
She morb on my bee till I us.
Sure. Yep.
She morb on my sacred flame till I produce the elixir of life.
That was really fucking good. That was really good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's fucking Hinchcliffe hours.
Here we fucking go, guys.
Welcome to the Tom Baker years. We've gone gothic.
We have.
We should say up front, this one doesn't technically have Gallifrey in it, but it's Karn, which is close enough. So
yeah,
we're putting it in the main feed.
As the Doctor said, around these parts.
Yeah.
Gallifrey adjacent.
Yeah. And it deals so much with like what Gallifreyan history kind of is in a way that just we hadn't seen before. So
it's critical.
Would have been weird if we didn't include it.
Would have been weird.
And we could have made this a bonus episode, but because we love you, dear listener, we made this a main episode.
We wanted to share the sacred flame with you. Real quick note also that this came out in 1976, and according to Wikipedia, the screenwriter credit is given to Robin Bland, a pseudonym for writer and former script editor. Anyone want to take a guess? Terrence Dicks.
Terrence fucking Dicks.
Terry fucking
whose original script had been heavily rewritten by his successor as script editor, Robert Holmes.
Yeah,
it's Holmes in time, baby. We've been Holmes in, but
we're Holmesing it up. But apparently Terrence Dicks was unhappy with the edits that Robert Holmes made, and so he didn't want his name on it.
Yeah. I will note where I thought you were going with this is that 1976 does post-date Marvel's Morbius by 5 years. Marvel got there first.
I did not know that.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
take that how you will.
I don't think Matt Smith was born yet.
Absolutely. No, well,
That was a
no.
joke.
When
Wait, how old is he?
I actually don't know.
I think he was like either an infant or not born yet.
It was just
Matt
that
Smith.
was a little time travel jest that
Yeah.
we like to make here.
Matt Smith was born in 1982, so he wouldn't be born for another 6 years after this, by the way.
Allegedly.
Sorry, we've all got taking it seriously disorder.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. I have that too.
But yeah, this is season 13 under Philip Hinchcliffe as producer and Robert Holmes as script editor, which is a different era than we've been in.
For a long time.
Yeah, we've skipped since our last bonus episode. We've skipped a season, which
We're on a
we'll be
whole-
going back to that season in our next bonus episode. It's our one time in the schedule that we're going out of order because we're doing Genesis of the Daleks, which would have been I feel like would have been bad if we didn't include that in our first season of.
Yeah, absolutely.
So true.
We're on a whole new Doctor now. Also,
Yeah.
we haven't done 4 yet.
Yep.
We got 0.3 seconds of him on our last
That's true.
bonus episode.
We got a still photo of him, basically. Which was,
No, his eyes
We got
were
his
moving.
scary fucking smile.
oh,
His
yeah, that's
award-losing
right.
smile.
There's a lot of
Did you
award-losing
say his
eye work
award
going. There's a
Sorry,
lot of
Tom Baker.
There's
I
a
just
lot of-
killed Les.
Never heard that before. I
The
thought it was
joke I
fucking
stole
funny.
from Tumblr.
It's really good.
It was really good. Anyway,
So there's a lot of scary eye stuff going on in the brain of Morbius.
I mean, anything Tom Baker is in, there is.
Yeah. Oh, but people are matching him now, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Or they're
Yeah,
trying.
oh my God.
Finally, someone who can match his big ol'
Freak.
eyes. There's
he's-
there are Doctor Who actors who have big ol' eyes, affectionate, and Doctor Who actors who have big ol' eyes, scary.
yeah,
And Tom Baker's one of them, certainly.
yeah.
He's easily one of the actors in Doctor Who.
Easily one of them.
Yeah, what does TARDIS Wiki say happens in this episode? I'm gonna just take that again. Mad scientist Mahendri Solon is building a body from spare parts to house the disembodied brain of the evil Time Lord Morbius. He fancies the
Yes.
Doctor's head as the final piece. He
Can I
fancies
just
the
say-
Doctor's head, you say?
Who doesn't fancy the Doctor's head? Show of hands. Allie
Which
raised her
one?
hand.
Yeah.
Well, I put it down pretty quick because, 4, maybe not, but there's
I feel
some
like
other
4 would be
ones.
scary. I feel like that would be a terrifying experience, actually.
He's
Just
got
with the eyes.
big old teeth as well.
A lot going on. A lot going on in that
My,
head.
what big teeth you have, Doctor.
And Solon wants it.
Solon
Morbius.
wants his stupendous head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he wants his superb head.
Superb head. That was the word.
His magnificent and superb head.
God, yes, the superb head.
This is amazing. This is one of my favorite minor villains that we've had so far.
I've adored him from the first time I saw this. Have either of you seen this before? We didn't do that part
Yes.
of talking about
No.
I had, but probably a while ago. So I remembered more than I thought, but it felt fresh and new. So
it. This was another one that aired in January, so it was one of the first ones of my Doctor Who Hell year that I watched week to week,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was a delight.
amazing.
As one of my
Delicious.
introductions to Sarah Jane during this period of time.
This is my second Sarah
Obviously,
Jane
I've known
episode.
her. Wow. She's every day of her life is the worst day of her life.
Yeah,
It's
she
Doctor
doesn't
Who,
have a great
baby.
one. This might have been my first Sarah Jane serial.
Back in the day.
Whenever I first watched it. I don't remember though.
Yeah, how does this one start? I watched it 2 hours ago, and yet I'm forgetting. Right, yeah, we open on Solon and his henchman Kondo.
Yes.
My henchman
God,
condominium.
yes. God,
All I could
yes.
think this whole time, like, this guy's getting built in downtown Toronto. Like, condo. Yeah, so we open on
Hook hand car door man.
condo. On man door and hook car door.
Yes, thank you.
Man hook car door.
We open on man door, hand hook car door.
And pincers.
No, we're doing a Frankenstein. It's Doctor Who does a Frankenstein.
We're doing a Frankenstein. It's Franking absolute Stein. So, yeah, we have this henchman Kondo who's got a hook hand. And we're going to talk about him.
In a car door.
In a car door. And he he's going through a shipwreck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And encounters an alien life form that's kind of struggling along, and he decapitates it with a genuinely disgusting squealing noise.
That was
this is some of the goriest Doctor Who gets.
It legitimately upset me many times.
they ramp it up over this season and the next season, and we will talk about that in, I believe, our next main episode, which is Deadly Assassin.
Yippee!
Yes, I'm so excited.
We're looking for parts. We're looking for people.
We're looking for heads.
We're looking for a head. We're looking for the ultimate head.
We're looking for head. We are looking
for
the ultimate head. Which I feel like
is something that a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thanks, Terry.
It's a touching, near universal story.
Looking for the ultimate head. So yeah.
We've also, I would say, I don't know if this is indicative of this season or anything because I haven't seen any of the other episodes in it, but at least in this episode, we have moved on from synth, and now we have an amazing kick-ass string section with a lot of cello solos throughout the entire thing that fuck severely, and they begin at the beginning.
That kind of scoring is definitely more common in this era. It varies because there's a different composer for different setup for each story, but yeah, that's definitely more common once we're going gothic. Nothing we've said really accurately describes the vibes here, which are their vibes.
The vibes are incredible. These are some of the most atmospheric sets, costumes, and props that I think we've seen so far.
Agreed.
Just all in on sci-fi gothic.
This is coming shortly after Pyramids of Mars for a baseline for those who have seen some of that, of just there's a trope space we're playing in now. There's a specific gothic horror angle on a lot of what we're doing that is really fun visually, if nothing else.
It is. I love it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just amazing to actually visually watch. Kind of horrible sometimes, but enjoyable.
Hashtag goo. Hashtag my goo.
Hashtag my goo. Hashtag my giraffe print wallpaper. Next to my floral painted door.
Dark candlelit lab, and it gets described as a castle. We don't really get exterior shots of it, but
we get that one brief shot of it in the distance with the lightning. Mm-hmm. The Rocky Horror scene.
Yeah. Which if you're gonna have one shot of it, it's gotta be that.
It's gotta have the lightning. Yeah. So the next thing
I love a mad scientist.
It's amazing. It's so much fun.
I love Solon. What a guy.
What a guy.
He sure is a guy.
Definitely one of the guys.
So the TARDIS materializes on this planet, and immediately the Doctor leaves the TARDIS, yelling at the sky.
Yeah, shouting angrily at the sky, at the Time Lords specifically, because he's pissed off that they have dragged... so he thinks that the Time Lords have dragged the TARDIS off course and brought him here, wherever here is. He doesn't know why, and he doesn't actually know that it's happened. But he's making a lot of assumptions and bold claims.
Are you sure you did not just, are you sure you didn't just fuck up yourself? And then he gets very offended by that, which is so good.
It's like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah, so he was like, are you sure you didn't just mess up? And he says something like, I know the difference between me fucking up and someone else, an outside influence, blah, blah,
blah. Oh, I have that. It's the difference between an internal fault and external influence. I liked that line. Also, I loved that he was shouting at the sky like the Time Lords could hear it. Can the Time Lords hear him when he does that?
Who's to say?
Are they actually omnipotent like gods?
No.
This story has so many batshit implications about the Time Lords in general. I am not getting my words right today.
Like, you could, like, there's some kind of, like, if they can control his TARDIS, like, maybe they could hear him through some kind of device in there. But also, all Time Lords are connected to the Matrix at all times. Is he, though? So, like, yes.
Didn't he show... Was that later that he showed Leela the disconnected part of his brain that cuts him off from the Time Lords?
That's later.
Yeah, that's later.
Okay. But I don't think that's the same thing. I mean, he hasn't been plugged into the Matrix yet, but, like, there are quotes that say, like, all Time Lords past and present are part of the Matrix. So, like, theoretically, this is ridiculous. Like, theoretically, maybe.
This is something that we're gonna, I think, get more of with... we're gonna get a lot more of it with Deadly Assassin, because that's where we get the Matrix existing.
We're gonna have so much fun. But, like, for now, it seems that he's just yelling at this guy because he's throwing a fit and he's mad.
He's mad because he is angry.
Yeah, this is a classic for him, too. This is not the first time. I don't know if this is the first time he does this, but it's not the last time that he walks out of the TARDIS yelling at the sky.
Again, this is after Genesis of the Daleks, which opens with him being, again, brought off course by the Time Lords, and some asshole shows up and tells him, hey, here's the problem that we need you to deal with, fucker.
Yeah, here's what you're going to do for us. 8.
He also...
And that's after, like, a full season of them, like, being lost and...
Yeah.
Like,
8 also
not even going back to the TARDIS. Like, they're separated from the TARDIS for that whole season.
I was going to say 8 also does this in one of his audios with Lucy. And at least once, if not twice. So that's all. Leslie?
In his rant about the Time Lords, he bitching about them to Sarah Jane, and he says something about their lily white hands, and I thought that was also funny.
Some dirty work that they won't touch with their lily white hands.
That's the one.
Yes.
Hell yeah. We're getting there. We're getting, like, really close to this, like... I mean, we got there in Genesis of the Daleks. There's a guy who says that explicitly to the Doctor in Genesis of the Daleks. Just like, we don't want to deal with this much, like, interfering with time, but you already do that anyway, so...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Send in the big guns.
Yeah, we're slowly building up the picture of... I mean, we're getting there, but
we've built up the picture.
We've built up the picture of the Time Lords that we are about to destroy in the Deadly Assassin, kind of, Yippee! But also confirm. So that's fun.
Also, at this point, he is like, he sits down in pouty protest and says that he's not going to fucking do a thing, and Sarah literally blows a raspberry at him. And it's
love
like,
Sarah
fuck you, I'm going to
so
explore.
much.
She is so funny. She does a whole stance for it and everything. It's hilarious. I love her.
She's so much fun.
This is the first time I've included an image in my notes. I pulled up the Pingu, well, now I am not doing it meme.
I also have an
So
image in my
true.
notes for the first time, but it's not that. I'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, now I am not doing it.
Well, now
He just wants
I
to
am
do
not doing
yo-yo
it.
tricks. But Sarah goes
Teach
off
me
to
how
explore.
to be a yo-yo man.
So Sarah leaves him to yo-yo, goes off to explore, and pretty immediately stumbles upon the dead, beheaded body that we saw in the opening.
Has that happened
Yeah.
to her before? I feel like it must have.
All sorts of shit's happened to her before.
She
Okay.
doesn't really have a good time much.
The thing that, like, baffles me about Sarah is that she's always kind of down for whatever, even as, like, the most horrendous shit keeps happening to her.
Yeah.
The seconds after, like, she gets, like, tortured in some new way, she's, like, having a good time. She's, like, bantering with the doctor again, like, every time it happens.
She does this thing I love where she's really terrified, or she's just been really terrified a minute ago, and she's still kind of, like, jumpy, and she'll make a joke almost reflexively, but she just sounds like, I don't know. She sounds freaking out.
No, yeah, she's like...
It's really funny.
Smiling
It's so
through, like... it's the thing that I think Elizabeth Sladen's acting on this is really good. Of, like, starting to say a joke and then kind of, like, sobbing halfway through.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like compulsive joke telling.
Yeah.
When she's scared, and it's a
Which
really
is very
fun trait.
the doctor.
It's so funny.
Also,
Yeah.
It's very fun.
But yeah, the doctor manages to stay out of doing things for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, that's because she screams because she finds. Did you guys notice? Did I imagine how insanely cheeked up that corpse was?
I didn't notice, but
I fully believe. I didn't notice, but I believe you.
I believe
because of what we saw in Morbius later.
Oh, it was insane because it was on its front and it was just like cheeks for days. Big old bug cheeks. Crazy shit. Thank you, props department.
Thank you,
double
props
cheeked
department.
up on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. The doctor says, "Oh wait, I know where we are."
Yeah, he says, "I was born in these parts." Hello?
You were born, sir?
Yeah, like hello.
Yeah,
you were born?
number one, you were born. Correct that right now.
I love that this is controversial.
We're like, hey, everyone's like, hey, I don't think that's true.
Hey, we know what you meant, but you need to say it right next time.
Yeah. Translate it properly. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Karn. It's near Gallifrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a planet close to it. Yeah, so at this point, I think we meet the Sisterhood of Karn.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Girls' night.
Yes. They look like Beauty and the Beast style humanized hookahs. If you ask me.
Like golden makeup.
Like
I'm kind of obsessed with.
like I could pull one of the tubes off of their hat and smoke it. Like
So true. What do you think the fire's for?
Exactly.
This is what they took from us. This is what Gallifrey could have been like before the intuitive revelation. Return.
I mean, that's literally the basic. So all of this, my nerd side note is you can see where Mark Platt got all of that insanity from in Time's Crucible and Lung Barrow about the sisterhood and sphinxes and blah, 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 blah. And also the way these people dress.
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible. But they sense,
I
so
agree.
they have like telepathic powers. They can sense intruders on the planet, basically anything happening anywhere. So
Not
they're
Time
like,
Lords, though.
not Time Lords, though. But, not Time Lords if they shield their minds, because Time Lords have equal telepathic power to them and no one else does. So they have noticed the intruders landing on their planet. Oh, so they think, they recognize the Doctor as the Time Lord, and they think that the Time Lords have come to steal the remainder of their elixir of life. Immortality elixir.
Yeah.
Elixir of eternal life? What did they call it?
It's the elixir of life. It's just...
The elixir of life. Okay.
Yeah, I have in my notes, Doctor Who loves, like, a catchphrase or a chant that you'll get stuck in your head forever.
Yep.
Sacred flame, sacred fire.
Sacred flame, sacred fire. But you have to whisper
the great
this
one.
But you have to whisper. Yeah,
All
you have to
praise
whisper
the great
it.
one.
Sacred
flame. Sacred fire.
Also, you see the goblet and the portal to the eternal flame has a rainbow on it. Diversity win?
Diversity win.
I mean, girls' night.
Yeah. This is the beginning of, like, my villain origin story about Time Lord gender. What the hell is happening?
Yep.
Because a thing here is that it is not stated that the Sisterhood of Karn were ever Gallifreyan in this. They're just from Karn. That gets incorporated during the Wilderness Years as a thing. But it is so, like, baked into, like, the idea of kind of what Gallifreyan society is. And also, Robert Holmes is a misogynist.
Oh, for sure.
So true.
And so, like, Deadly Assassin, there are no women in Time Lord society.
Okay.
Like, there are no women in Deadly Assassin.
Yeah, there are no time ladies. There are no time ladies until
Invasion of Time.
Invasion of Time. Yeah, Invasion of Time, and then you see a few more later. But yeah.
Invasion of Time, and then after that, not too long after that, Romana is introduced in the next serial.
Yes.
After Invasion of Time.
Yeah, because then it's Invasion of Time, and then it's
Love Romana.
Then
whatever it is.
Rebus Operation. Yeah.
Yes.
Kondo had his arm taken Repo the Generic Opera style by Solon.
Yep.
Fuck.
Which is wild. Gothic horror attitudes about disability counter 1.
And
it gets worse.
It gets worse.
We now come to one of the best moments in the entire serial, which is when Sarah Jane and the Doctor arrive at this Gothic masterpiece.
So they arrive fully. I mean, like this was meant to be a Frankenstein pastiche. I've never seen a version of Frankenstein that included people coming to a castle in the rain like this.
We've entered Dracula.
Right. It's
yes.
It is literally directly out of Rocky Horror, though, which it can't be. I mean, Rocky Horror came out like months before this, so I don't think so. But
yeah, no, it's not.
And like, it's just
Robert Holmes and Philip Hinchcliffe aren't watching Rocky Horror.
No. It's just like a weird coincidence, is what I'm saying. That it's exactly the same scene.
It's of its
up to
time.
and including Solon telling what's his fucking name, Kondo, to take their clothes.
Yep.
And they're like, actually, no thanks. They're like, actually, that's okay.
Not their coats, their clothes.
Yeah, their clothes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have those. Take them off.
Superb head.
One of the first things that he says, that Solon says to the Doctor, is in awe. What a magnificent head. And the doctor's like, what the fuck? Thanks. And he goes, superb head. And he can't stop looking at and touching and talking about the doctor's enormous head.
What I read that he kind of does is like, he goes like, what a magnificent head. And the doctor goes, what? And then as if clarifying his statement, someone goes, superb head. Like,
it's really good.
Like, oh, you didn't hear me. I'm sorry. Let me clarify for you. It's amazing.
Sorry, let me clarify. I desire you carnally.
Oh. I want head from you. So, yeah. So he sits them down at the table, orders food and drink to be brought, starts playing the host because he wants
he's being nicer to Kondo, and it makes Kondo not understand his commands.
Yeah. All confused.
This whole scene was also, I don't know if anyone else has seen Black Books.
I have not.
Yes.
This whole scene was just like in The Grapes of Wrath when Bernard and Manny are in the mansion making the wine. It's the exact same scene. He's like,
the more expensive
idiot.
it is, the gooder it is.
Yes. It's like looking into the eyes of a duck and sucking the sweet juice from its beak or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
It's the exact same. It's the same scene.
Exactly. Kondo brings them some green liquid in a big glass decanter. And Solon is like,
wine? Question mark.
Wine? Question mark. And Solon is like, no, you fool, you oaf. You have to let it breathe. And he uncorks it and sends him back. So yeah, he's tripping over himself playing the good host because he wants to decapitate the doctor so bad. Like right now. Like he wants to. That's all he wants.
What a fucking good character.
It's amazing.
So good.
But I mean, but actually he needs Kondo to poison the green wine. Question mark.
The grind.
The grind. The Gatorade. The monster.
The Gatorade. No, it's Gatorade.
The Mountain,
it's Mountain Dew.
The Baja Blast.
The Baja Blast. Jesus.
Baja be thy blast.
Is this the same liquid that the brain is sitting in?
It looks the same.
It looks the same, doesn't it?
That is so upsetting. That is so viscerally upsetting. I fucking hate that. I hate everything about that.
I'm so sorry. I take it back.
That's no, you're right, but it's fucking horrible.
Let me soak your brain in this Mountain Dew.
It would explain a lot.
Oh God.
I don't remember the context for these.
Kool-Aid.
Oh Jesus. Ugh. I don't
like a mixer.
There's so many gross options.
It's like a drink that you would die drinking freshman year.
It's like
It's like UV blue, but it's green.
Oh. It's like those recipes for like non-alcoholic punch that you make for like a kid's birthday party, where the recipe involves like a packet of Jell-O. I don't know if this is
it.
Yeah. It's like a packet of Jell-O and like Sprite or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
No,
vile.
Whatever it is, it's gross.
It's green. It's green.
There's something wrong.
It's gross and it's green.
Wait, isn't that a Star Trek joke?
Yeah.
Yes. The green train.
It is green.
Yeah. And before that too, there's a whole thing about it.
It's revolting.
Good shit.
I don't have the context for these quotes that I wrote down, but I think Morbius. No, not Morbius. What's his name? Solon.
And
Marin
Mm-hmm.
calling Time Lords spineless parasites, and also separately pacifist degenerates.
Yeah.
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 So
And I just grouped them
there,
together, but later on I have Morbius calling them pallid devious worms, which I like.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the Time Lords
we
in
get
this.
we get Solon's deal, which is he's a neuroscientist from Earth. He's a neurosurgeon from Earth.
Yeah.
Who somehow got involved in the cult of Morbius. He denies
Who
that
doesn't?
he was. He says that those were rumors put about by jealous rivals.
Yes.
Jealous
rival neurosurgeons.
Looking back and forth between the Doctor's head and his bust of Morbius.
It's so
amazing. Bust of Morbius.
It's so amazing. The Doctor goes up. Sorry, go on.
That part when the Doctor looks at his sculpture of Morbius and goes, "I thought I recognized the face." And Solon straight up goes, "No, you didn't."
No, you didn't.
He says no, covers it up.
Yep.
Says you're mistaken, and the Doctor says, "Oh, okay."
Okay, yay.
Okay, yay.
Also, at this point, the Sisterhood has stolen the TARDIS by psychically teleporting it to where they are.
I gotta say, watching this directly after Planet of the Spiders.
Yeah, holy shit. They're
Apparently
the spiders.
you can just do this if you think hard enough.
That's what I think maybe all the way back in the War Games, when the Doctor uses his mind, goes into a trance to send the hypercube back to Gallifrey. I was thinking like
we thought that was a hypercube thing, but might be just if you think hard enough, you can send objects places.
Yeah, like a Gallifreyan thing. Like if we're going with this Sisterhood of Karn being of Gallifreyan origin and stuff.
No, the spiders aren't.
I wasn't talking about the spiders. I was talking about the hypercube.
But the spiders can do that as well. What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
They're also Gallifreyan.
They're also Gallifreyan spiders. I didn't say just Gallifreyans could do it.
Yeah. Thinking is inherently a Gallifreyan trait.
They would have you believe.
They would.
They would have you believe it.
You look Time Lord.
Jesus.
Oh, there's also a part where when they're given the wine, I use that word loosely. Sarah and Jane, as they're all sitting at this table in plain view, just dumps it out into a bowl and pretends that she didn't.
She also,
I love you, Sarah.
She's also doing this thing sort of off to the side while they're waiting for the food, where she's just playing with her fingers in her mouth, a bored child at a restaurant. It's my favorite. She's so good.
Relate.
It's real for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't drink the wine.
Does she have a sip? Because she passes out too.
She pretends to.
That's
why does she pass out?
She was pretending to pass out.
Oh my god! I thought you meant she pretends to sip.
Well, both.
Fuck. Okay.
Both.
Anyway, we'll get to that in the next
because
part.
when she passes out, she starts leaning forward, and then she really quickly leans back and closes her eyes. And I was like, that was really bad acting. But then I was like, oh, it was good. Of course, it was really good.
Good bad acting.
Fooled me.
It was good bad acting. She's amazing. Anyway,
Liz Sladen, my best friend.
Also, sorry. After they pass out, Solon does a physical and examines the Doctor and goes, secondary cardiovascular system. This dude's a Time Lord. What is that? Physically, what is that?
2 hearts.
Really? That makes sense. Okay. I was getting, oh my God, I was getting my systems mixed up. I was thinking about a respiratory system, and I was like, how the fuck could he know?
No, there's some sources that say that the Time Lords just straight up don't have lungs, so...
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Give him gills. Who gives a fuck? My
Who gives a
God.
fuck anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like there's some sources that say that they have like the same sort of respiration as like bugs, with like just the air just goes through them.
I like that, actually.
That would be kind of fun. That must be
That's cute.
relaxing.
Yeah. Like if you get into like the actual like physics and biochemistry of that, it just does not work at any organism like larger than a salamander, but you know.
Oh. Otherwise we'd be
Actually,
doing it, I'm sure.
the entire Doctor Who universe is miniature, and you just don't know.
Oh.
So true.
That's
Yeah.
what I was missing.
There you go. Glad I could help.
Yeah.
It all takes place on a snowflake. Sorry.
Yeah, I've seen like speculative like sorry, I just registered what you fucking said. We're in fucking Whoville.
The Hooniverse.
Well,
You're right.
The Hooniverse.
yeah,
We
it's
cracked
the
it.
universe.
Cindy Lou, Doctor Who. I'm gonna cry.
Where was the Grinch in the War in Heaven?
God, this is what we've been missing. This is what we've been missing the whole time.
This is
All
the missing
lore.
piece, I think, of Doctor Who canon.
I fucking knew it.
As we're recording this, we're like 3 or something days out from the new season starting. New Who season.
Yeah, and I think we've cracked what they're going to reveal.
Yeah, sealed envelope
Sorry,
prediction
everyone.
takes place on a
Sealed envelope
snowflake.
prediction. The entire Whoniverse is just really small.
Solved it.
I think it's correct. I think I'm right. You're welcome, everyone.
Anyway.
How did part 1 end of The Brain of Morbius? Because I just wrote down that it was scary.
It ended with Sarah Jane exploring the laboratory. Laboratory. I'm sorry. They say laboratory. I can't fucking... In the lab.
American, it's okay.
In the lab.
Working in the lab late one night.
Sarah Jane is looking around in the lab and sees something like moving behind a curtain. And so she pulls it back to reveal this monstrous, freaky, headless body that sits up. And she's like, well, she doesn't actually scream, but I screamed for her because it was scary.
She half screams and then she like swallows it. She like gulps, and
before this,
scared me.
When Solon is examining the Doctor, there's a bit of him like dragging a scalpel along his neck that I kind of lost my shit about.
That was really good.
This part,
yes.
Can we pause while I go and? No, I'm kidding.
I will like pull this up and clip this for you.
Please and thank you, because I think I was too shocked by the horrible corpse thing to remember it.
For $3,000 a month, you can have access to these DMs. By the way.
They're completely incomprehensible.
But you'll know. You'll get it.
Literally pulling it up right now just to send a screenshot.
You're a genius. Thank you so much. While you do that, yeah, like while I was watching this, I kind of had a stomachache, so I was like already a little nauseous, and seeing this thing didn't help. Like the props and costumes went hard this serial.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I needed them to personally, but no, it was amazing.
Like it would have been okay without, but they did do a crazy good job.
They did
of making that thing scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And my last note for part 1 is that prop was rancid.
Yeah, it was genuinely terrible.
For a second, I wondered if Sarah Jane thought that was the Doctor.
Ooh, that would have been fucked up.
Because Because she thinks it's him for a second, and then she opens the curtain and is like, whoa.
Yeah. Part 2 opens on... Yeah, so the Doctor has been teleported away by the Sisterhood. Sarah Jane is now kind of skulking around.
The skulker.
The skulker is kind of skulking around spying.
This is also where one of the best lines, which was given cruelly, right? Like, it wasn't... The words themselves are funny.
Yeah, it's
Abusing the assistant was not funny, but it's the line, "You chicken-brained biological disaster," which in itself
The
as a
screenshot
line
sucks, but I'm sending it.
fucks so severely. And then
it was good. It was funny. He had... Oh my god.
wait,
sorry, this screenshot has just come through. It's just come through the
Not the only thing that just came through.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've psychically beamed an image into Allie's mind.
And now it's there forever. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he does there's a whole bit that was just for
amazing.
you.
What an amazing serial. I love Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who.
Within Solon's, like, insane rant, where he says the chicken brain biological disaster line, he also refers to the Sisterhood of Karn as that squalid brood of harpies. And, like, a bunch of other shit. Like, he just kept coming with...
He's been workshopping all of these because he doesn't really have anybody to talk to.
So true, and he lets them go all at once. It's crazy.
It is really good.
It's very good.
It reminded me... a bunch of people have been re-listening to Gallifrey audios. We just did Neverland recently. And it reminded me of Romana telling Vansel, "You have a tortured way with metaphor, coordinator." Similar kind of, dear God, what are you doing to those words?
Yeah.
It's great.
Good shit.
And then we're with the Sisterhood and the Doctor again.
Yippee!
Doctor tied up in, like held in multiple different sisters' laps.
Yeah, just sort of
like lying there, like
sort of draped over them.
And this is a 4 thing of, like, he will be put in a situation like this and just not be particularly bothered.
Yeah, no, I do love that about him.
He hardly, yeah.
He doesn't really react to the fact that he is tied up and being threatened with death.
He does notice that the TARDIS is there, and he calls the TARDIS her, which I thought was very cute. He's like, "Where'd you get her?"
Yeah.
It's so cute. And then they tell him, and he goes, "Oh, you still practice teleportation? How quaint."
He's such an asshole to them in a way that I'm like, oh, okay. We're doing a thing here with, like, the Gothic and, like, rationalism as a virtue and, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, praise to the great one.
Praise to the great one. With just a solid undercurrent of misogyny throughout.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Like, these silly women are too mystical for our Time Lord (male) sensitivities.
Exactly.
Or sensibilities.
Yeah.
They do say, "Doctor, you have but little time left," and that reminded me a lot of Night of the Doctor, when the Sisterhood of Karn is like, "You have 4 minutes."
God, I love the New Who Sisterhood. I love that this is the pull that Stephen Moffat had to bring them back, because they weren't in anything else after this.
Really?
Until New Who, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no. They were in Wilderness Year stuff, but, like, they didn't show up on screen again until Night of the Doctor.
Oh my god. They reminded me so much of...
Wait. They reminded me so...
so much of Vampires of Venice, which was another red-clad sisterhood. This whole time, I kept getting glimpses of young Karen Gillan in robes
Did you mean Fires
from
of
that
Pompeii?
episode. God damn it, what did I say?
You said Vampires of Venice, which
Yep.
is doing a different thing
about.
that had... I was thinking earlier about
you know
how,
what?
like,
You know
why
exactly
are
what I
there
meant.
two different types of fish vampires in Doctor Who? Why has this happened twice? Like, I can take the, like, multiple different, like, okay, we've got different things that get called vampires, and they all get called vampires, but they're not all the same thing. That's fine. I'm okay with that. The fact that two of them are fish people is wild.
Nothing new under the Who.
Nothing new.
Nothing new under the Who.
Under the Who. Yes.
Yeah, it is weird that it happened twice.
The sister,
you get a big lore
sisters
done.
are carrying like fans that are shaped like fire, which is so silly, but I was really fond of them.
I love that.
Liked
They look
that
like,
a lot.
They look like something you'd hold at like a sports game, like a foam finger sort of situation. It's amazing.
They're on Team Sacred Flame, Sacred Fire.
Exactly.
So true.
They even got the heavy makeup on and stuff. They're going to a sports game.
So true.
We get it.
They're going to Dr. V Morbius, the wrestling match.
Oh, God.
They talk about Morbius's crimes on Karn.
Yeah,
and about how he gets put in a dispersal chamber. Do you think they just did not have the oubliette yet?
I don't think they'd invented that yet.
Okay.
These are these are entirely separate Time Lord like execution devices. Yeah.
Okay. Well, because they called
dispersal is much more common.
But also they called it the dispersal chamber in Neverland Zagreus about the Never people. So
that's true. I think that was probably, I mean, because that came way later. Like, that was probably just a confusion of words. Because dispersal chambers are, like, everywhere before that.
Okay.
And I think those just atomize you. Those just, like...
Yeah.
Turn you into dust, basically.
How did his brain survive that? Do we know?
It was too special.
I thought the idea... They never really answered that question, did they? But I thought the idea was that Solon had, like, gone in there and got it out somehow.
How the fuck did he go to Gallifrey?
Yeah, why is...
No, it was on Karn.
Oh.
It all happened on Karn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how Solon got anywhere is a big old question mark.
That is a huge
about
question.
Because he is from Earth.
Yeah, he's a human man from Earth.
Yeah, what year are we in?
How did he even find out about Morbius? Why does he give a shit? That's what I want to know.
Because he was in a cult. The cult of Morbius.
Yeah, it's like an off-screen
You haven't
thing
gotten those pamphlets in the mail?
He was part of a cult on Earth that somehow got him to Karn.
Yeah.
Morbius. Like, they all these people on Earth care about Morbius.
I mean, yeah. I care.
This is Morbin time and its consequences.
So true.
This is true. I'm trying to think.
This is the Morbius memes and their consequences is this story.
It all began there. The first Morb.
Yeah.
He who morbs first morbs shortest. I don't remember the saying.
That's how it went.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so basically what Morbius did was organize... So Morbius was a Time Lord of the first rank on the High Council. And he organized some kind of coup or rebellion on and against Karn. Like, basically tried to take over Karn with all of his cult supporting him, and was defeated by the Time Lords and vaporized, dispersed. So his brain survived, and now here we are.
Yeah. Also, something that gets like talked about here is I don't remember when it gets talked about. If we're talking about the Sisterhood of Karn, that like all of the crash spaceships are their fault. Like they did that on purpose.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because so what the deal is with the Sisterhood and the Time Lords is the Sisterhood has this sacred flame that interacts with the rocks around it and creates an elixir of life. Accept that at face value. Thank you very much. And they have some kind of trade arrangement with the Time Lords where they give them the elixir. But the flame has been not very good lately. They're out of elixir, so they want to keep the rest for themselves. And now they're worried that the Time Lords are going to come take it by force. As a side note, they're worried anybody will come and take it. So anytime a spaceship comes near them, they crash it and kill everybody. So,
as one does.
As you do. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
I love like Gallifreyan Karn. Like, would you prefer science-flavored isolationism or mystical-flavored isolationism?
Exactly.
Well, at this point, he's tied up, and the Sisterhood is like, we're gonna kill you because you want our elixir, and the Time Lords sent you. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but, circle up, sisters, put me on the pyre. And they're gonna burn him like a witch. And, oh, yeah.
This story is a serious case of gender.
It's bad.
Solon bursts in because he's like, well, I need that head specifically.
I want to point out that Solon barges in already apologizing for having barged in, which I think is a lot of fun.
Pathetic.
He also
because while he's alone, like in his castle, talking about them, he's like calling them harpies, like he's going on about how much he hates them and how bad they suck.
He's so
and then
polite
he
to them whenever he's actually around them.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, hi, sorry, hi, because he knows that they're only allowing him to live there.
Yeah, well, it's like they're his
great.
Scary neighbors.
They're really, he's got weird
nice
neighbor syndrome. Yeah, like the weird neighbor thing going on, where he's like I know that you allow me to live here. Like I know that I've given you guys some like medical attention. Like, can I have this guy's head? And they're like, no. So.
And then he goes crazy and it's like,
they're literally like, both of these parties are just like, wow, I can't believe I'm surrounded by freaks.
Exactly. I don't respect any of you people.
Before he leaves, he goes, I must have his head. I need it. I need it. And like moans about how much he needs the doctor's head for real. And then leaves.
This walked so that I need the doctor's body could run.
So true. Yeah. Yeah.
They're also trying really hard throughout this entire serial to hide the fact that Solon is about 5 feet tall. Right. At least he looks that way compared to the very, very tall people and costumes he's surrounded by, which I
mean, like, anybody standing next to Tom Baker is going to look like the shortest guy in the world.
Exactly. Like, I have no idea how tall he actually is, but he looks very small compared to everyone else in this.
Short King.
Yeah, so Sarah has secretly infiltrated the Sisterhood while we haven't been looking at her.
Genius. Yeah. I loved that she did this. She cuts his ropes to save him. There's also, like, throughout this scene, there's some issues with continuity of rope. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But it'll show the doctor with the sisters around him against the pole with no rope. And then a second later, a different shot with rope.
The
That
prison was
happened a
in your
couple
own mind,
times.
Doctor.
Yeah,
he's using his mind to teleport it back and forth.
it is at this point in time when the Doctor escapes, takes Sarah Jane with him, and they get blasted by the
Fuck
head sister's
you.
ring. Yeah.
Psychic rings you.
Psychic ring damage, and then they hide around the corner. The old hiding around the corner trick while they're being chased, and it works.
Absolutely.
And at this point it cuts to Solon back at his castle, sitting at the table, pouting.
Yeah.
And it's at this point in my notes where I've connected the dots of the facial hair and the evil tendencies, and it is at this point that I have asked, is Solon the Rani?
Well, we don't know how he got there.
Yeah.
I'm putting it
And
out
he
there.
claims to be a human from Earth, but like...
Allegedly.
Who says?
Who says?
Yeah.
His main slight seems to be that nobody appreciated his theories.
Exactly. Nobody appreciated his super evil science, so
yeah,
it's got to be the Rani.
I have as a note for later on. It was just I do understand Solon. This is what academia does to you. I would do all this for a professor who was nice to me once.
Yeah, actually.
So true. Oh, this is also where Kondo is like, hey, actually, I'm bigger and scarier than you, and I'm gonna cut your fucking head off if you don't give my arm back right now.
Yeah, because Solon tried to give Kondo over to the Sisterhood as a sacrifice in the Doctor's place. And after they get back...
yet again, we've got I'm just a little guy and it's my birthday.
Exactly.
It was a bit. It was a joke.
So good.
Kondo's like, hey, actually, fuck you, maybe. I think I'm gonna kill you. And Solon's like, no, I'm just a little guy. I'll give you your arm back. I promise.
The liar.
The liar. So, yeah. So now he's on extra thin ice.
He's like, I'll give you your arm back right now. Go prepare the lab.
Right.
So you know some fuck shit's about to take place.
Yeah. Yeah, because earlier you saw Kondo physically looking around for his arm in the castle, trying to find it, which is never a good sign. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so something's going on with that.
Sad.
We go back over to Sarah and the Doctor, and we find out Sarah has been blinded.
Yet another, there's nothing new under the Who.
There's nothing new under the Who. It happened to my good friend Leela.
Hashtag Leela moment.
Hashtag Leela moment. I mean, it happens to Leela after, so technically.
Doctor
yeah, but this is a time travel show, so.
What?
12th Doctor and Oxygen and the...
Oh, so true.
Oh, yeah.
Episodes after that. A weird, extended plotline in which the Doctor is blind.
That's right.
Spans 3 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Sarah Jane did it first, and then Leela, and then 12.
Depending on what order you watch it in. You know, you make your own canon.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, so she's blind. And has a really good little moment. She's coping.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, she's freaked out. Then we go back to Solon, who is now talking to Morbius, a brain in a jar.
Morbin.
Do we see... No, we don't... Do we see the brain in the jar yet?
He's not...
No, not yet.
He's off screen.
Right,
we just hear him.
Right, no. Okay, so what we do see...
we see night Solon... and day in your service, Morbius.
Yeah, we see Solon, and in the foreground is a big white bong that he is talking to.
Yeah.
The homunculus in the flask. Anyone? Full Metal Alchemist? Just nod. I'm right.
Nodding.
Thank you.
Right, I believe you.
You're right.
Also, earlier, Thor had a great line when they escaped when he said the barbecue is off, referring to his own being burned at the stake.
Of course.
Yeah.
She also has a great little moment back in there where Marin, the leader of the Sisterhood, I don't know what the exact quote was, but she breaks like the alliance between the Sisterhood and the Time Lords. She says like, it's over basically. And we get a really quick shot of the Doctor looking like surprised, like, then we cut away. That was fun to me.
My note for when Solon is talking to Morbius and you don't see him is me fighting with the man behind the curtain from Oz.
Yeah.
Also, it is revealed at this point that Morbius has no senses. He's literally just a brain in a jar, which is
it
He
at
can
this
hear, supposedly.
Yeah, he can hear. But I'm also wondering, is he communicating like telepathically?
That might be
No.
it.
Like, how
No,
is he communicating?
We see the voice thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
It's like a little flap of skin. Looks like maybe vocal cords or something.
That's it's so good. It's like a harp.
They vibrate when he talks. It's amazing.
I was like,
It's one of my favorite
I
props.
didn't catch that the last time I watched this, and I was like, oh my god, that's like a really cool detail to fill in here, and also it's like gross.
It's disgusting. I really love it. It looks a bit like Cassandra from New Who.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's also kind of beautiful. It's like a little harp.
Exactly. It looks like a little harp, and it vibrates when he talks, and it's an amazing effect. But I assume he's telepathically making that happen.
Yeah. And then,
so
like, presumably he can either hear or otherwise know what is being said to him.
Yeah,
I was
there's
wondering
plenty
if that's
of apparatus.
if that's what it feels like for Time Lords to be in the Matrix.
Ooh,
Like permanently. Yeah, like permanently with no senses.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of sexy. Sorry.
The Magnus Archives has this kind of running thread. Like, it occurs in a few places of, like, dead people who exist in, like, information formats that a person should not be in and, like, they can't think correctly in. And, like, it hurts to exist in that form, and it rules.
Delicious.
Awesome. So
like,
good.
There's an episode that's, like, a short story about somebody who, like, did the making themselves immortal via computers thing, but, like, it's fucked, and then there's, like, another whole, like, recurring plot mechanism where, like, if you die under the right circumstances, if somebody does the right rituals, you can be, like, kept in a book as a ghost.
Like, Forest of the Dead.
Yeah. It's like you have to, like, make a page of the book out of their flesh.
Ew.
Yeah. It's
Ew.
like, it's very visceral.
Cassandra style. I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Gross, thank you.
Yeah.
Ew.
In case you were wondering.
Thank you.
I know now.
I know now not to wonder in the future.
Exactly. So we're on to part 3 now, yeah?
Wait.
Sarah, they come back. The Doctor and Sarah come back reluctantly to try and fix that she's blind.
Yeah.
Or to get like a literal doctor's opinion on.
And at this point,
apparently the Doctor can't, which is wild.
Solon tries the same wine trick again.
It's really funny.
They're both like, no thanks. Also,
he's floundering at this point. It's amazing.
Right before this, Solon was talking to Morbius, and he said that Kondo must be put down.
Yeah.
And was talking about him
down
like a dog.
Yeller.
Yeah, what the fuck? Also, contender for my favorite prop is the top half of an antique lamp that he carries around as a lantern. Favorite fucking thing. I
It
love
does look
that.
really
It's
good.
big and glass and round and so good. Yeah.
It is amazing.
Also, this reminded me. Oh, okay. So at some point they separate while um Sarah Jane is getting her eyes looked at. The doctor's looking around and he sees the monster. In his face when he sees it, I have noted, but I can't remember what it looks like.
Yeah, so what happens is they go back, they ask someone like, please look at Sarah's eyes, see what might be done. So
Solon lies to
he
them.
takes them to so someone takes them to the lab and looks at Sarah's eyes, and he's like, oh yeah, she'll make a full recovery. And while he's looking at Sarah's eyes in the lab, the doctor is just poking around like behind them and finds the thing, and he just like opens the curtain and sees it and closes it.
Yeah, Solon claims that she can only recover with the elixir of life,
Which is a lie.
Yeah, he double lied. Yeah, he double lies because at first he's like, "Oh yeah, she'll make a full recovery," and then he's like,
tells the
and then
truth.
he pulls, and then he pulls the doctor aside and he's like, "Actually, like she'll only recover with the elixir of life." Neither of these. I mean, the first thing is true, but she'll recover no matter what.
Yeah.
It turns out later.
Unclear what his plan is here.
He wants the sisterhood to kill the doctor.
Right, but he didn't want them to do that earlier, specifically.
Well, he thinks that if he sends him back and they kill him, they'll... Oh, he sends Kondo and is like, tell the sisterhood I'm sending the doctor there. They can kill him, but they need to send back his head.
Right.
Oh, right.
And so this is like a bargain thing. This is how he gets head.
This is how he gets head.
There's also
an elaborate scheme to get head.
The scene that it ends on is Sarah Jane, alone and blind, in this like main sitting room, starts hearing this weird voice that's like, Solon, is that you? And she's like, who is that? What's going on? And she finds her way down the stairs, and it then shows the brain of Morbius in a tank of green liquid. Yeah. But the whole like hearing a kind of like hearing a weird voice and like looking for it reminded me a lot of that part in Seasons of Fear when Charlie was looking through the guy's tent and found the little communicator. Same vibes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Morbius thinks she's one of the sisterhood and has a line that I wrote down, which was, you she-devils want to destroy me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, the gender thing is so crazy, man.
Serious case of gender here. Being burned at the stake is a woman-coded way to die.
So true.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like how Fires of Pompeii again when 10 is about to be does he not get sacrificed virgin style, or almost does? I know he doesn't.
It might happen. I tend to forget everything that happens in that episode every time I watch it.
Well, he does say something about it's just us girls.
Yes.
I have one like mental image from that episode, and it is Peter Capaldi going, modern art.
You know what? That's all you need.
So true, actually.
I do have a question, actually.
Yeah.
Which it's gonna sound stupid that I'm asking because we see people interact with it later. Is that brain not abnormally large?
No, it's fucking huge.
Okay, thank you. Big. I was like, how fucking big of a Time Lord was this guy? Because the way that I know that it's the way that they place the camera, but also it's a fucking huge brain. It looks like it's the size of Sarah Jane's torso.
When someone picks it up, he's like holding it with both hands, and it's too big.
Oh, it's fucking huge. Why is his brain so big?
Time Lords, I guess.
Bobblehead Time Lord?
There is a really horrendous line later about the female cranial capacity or some shit. being
serious case
too
of
small.
gender.
Oh, it's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. Yeah. Christ.
God, I love hating women. Don't you?
Oh yeah, my
Keep
first
that
note of
in.
part 3 is I have
But
gender envy for a brain in a jar.
Oh, my first note is, yet even a sponge has more life than I.
My note is 1,000th of my sea sponge agony.
A condition
I'm
where I envy a
Morbius.
vegetable.
Maybe
I'm Morbius
I
who
think
dreamed the greatest dreams.
I think being a brain in a jar might have been the best thing that could have ever happened to like Morbius's poetic abilities.
So
For
true.
sure. Yeah.
Have you considered that your genius is only enhanced by the fact that you are a brain in a jar?
Is this butchering, not butchering of language, what am I saying? It's the opposite.
This
This
art.
art that they're making out of language. Do you think Solon got it from Morbius or the other way around, or are they just a match made in heaven?
I think they're the
Match made in
only
heaven.
like people with full verbal capacity that the other talks to regularly, and it's
Yeah.
had disastrous consequences.
Oh, it's like when you and your friend group realize that you speak a different language from everyone
Yeah.
else around you because you spend so much time together. Yeah. Yet even a sponge has more life than I. Holy
Rough
shit.
life. Rough life.
Yeah, Morbius isn't happy about being a brain in a jar.
Shockingly.
Is he telling this to... Where's Sarah? Where did Sarah go?
She got thrown out by Solon,
Right.
and then she locks them in together.
Right, okay.
And he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you when I get out of here. And she's like, see you later, alligator.
Yeah, she's gone. She's just gone.
Yeah, then it's Solon going like, well, I found this head.
Yeah, they start arguing about
So there's this head.
Yeah, he's telling him about the doctor's head. Does not tell Morbius that he's a Time Lord yet. Just
Which
that he's
turns
got
out is an issue later.
Turns out it's a problem for Morbius later. He does just tell him, superb head. Magnificent head.
Yeah.
No complaints so far.
In your magnificent head in your future.
And then Morbius is just like, I don't give a shit. I would like a head. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, he's like, just pick a head, put it on the fucking body, and get me out of this jar. And someone's like, fine, whatever. I'm trying. We briefly cut back to the Sisterhood, where they're passing out the last remaining bit of the elixir of life between the younger... It's among the younger sisters, so the only one who doesn't get any is Marin. They're all trying really, really hard to pretend this cup has liquid in it, which proves difficult. Proves to be a challenge that not everybody's up to.
I think we skipped over earlier when Marin revealed to Ohika, who's like her second in command and like her successor, that the sacred fire is like it's itty bitty.
Yeah, that thing is not long for this world.
That's just like a lighter.
So the sacred fire that they tend has been burning for like thousands of years nonstop, but now it's starting to die. And Marin has been sort of faking it during ceremonies to like make it look like, to keep the fact from the Sisterhood that it's dying, but it's dying, and that's going to mean no purpose for them, no elixir of life for them or the Time Lords, and they're all going to die. So they're stressed. So everybody else gets the last dose of elixir of life, except for Marin, who's the oldest and the leader.
Thor is on his way back to... Wait. I'm sorry. Am I confused?
Yeah, no, 4 gets captured again.
Okay,
Yeah.
because he walks in and says "ding dong" and then immediately gets captured in a web or a
He
net.
walks in. Yeah,
No,
they
yeah,
drop a big red fishing net over him.
dog
He
shit
literally
job,
says
like
"ding
dog shit
dong."
take of the net, like because it's not even covering him. Like it is
Yeah.
not capturing him at all. Like
And they don't go on
they
to
couldn't even
pretend
get
that
like
it
a
is.
second. They couldn't even get like a second take of that.
No. They don't even go on to
So
pretend
good.
that it is holding him in any way because they leisurely march him back to their temple cave,
Yeah.
wherever they live, and he's just standing there with the net sort of halfway draped over him, and as he's talking to Marin, he just sort of takes it off and hands it to them.
Yeah.
It's really great. Yeah, because he's gone back to get the elixir of life to help Sarah.
And Marin's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You know, the blindness is temporary, right?"
Right. They're like, oh, he lied. Our
You
freak
dipshit.
neighbor lied to you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, so the doctor is in there making friends, basically. Meanwhile, is this when he fixes the flame?
I think so.
This is when he fixes the flame, right? Because it turns out these stupid women didn't know that it was just some soot blocking the whatever.
Yeah.
That was making the flame weaken.
Women,
oh my God.
the mystical superstitions of these women. They didn't have the Time Lord rationality to know what soot is.
He genuinely mansplains it too, right? Like,
yeah.
Like Marin
He's
says,
such a dick about it.
Yeah, because Marin's like, I've been tending this flame for 1,000-something years. Like, I know what I'm talking about. And he's like, oh no, you just have to fix this. Like, yeah.
There's nothing mystical about that flame. It's a perfectly natural phenomenon.
Exactly. He's explaining the science. Yeah, your silly superstitions. But he does fix it.
Like, I think this reads different. It's bad either way. I think it does read different now that we have this idea of, like, the position of the Sisterhood of Karn in relation to the Time Lords. In, like, the idea that they were once Gallifreyan, and these are, like, complementary forces in, like, that it has a different, like, even more asshole-ish valence of, like, oh, you're just too stupid to know how this works, to, like, the leader of your, like, essentially sister species.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and they also talk here about, I think it's here, they just talk a little bit more about the elixir itself and the function of the sisterhood. And the doctor is sort of tearing into them about he says death is the price we pay for progress. He's talking about the trap of immortality that they're allegedly stuck in.
Which is a weird thing for a Time Lord to say.
It's a weird thing for a Time Lord to say.
Like, fuck
off.
off.
Weird thing for this Time Lord to say.
Yeah.
Marin says nothing here ever. She's like, nothing here ever changes, and he goes, exactly. Like, that's a gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, Time Lord.
And this is where we're really getting into, like, the Gothic and the capital R romantic, and like, the people doing too much science are bad, and the people doing too much, like, rituals and superstition are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's bad. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Only I, the, like, romantic hero, am correct.
Exactly. Only I, the rational man.
Yeah.
Can fully
Only I,
understand.
the rational man who can appreciate the sublime and...
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot here with, like, the body being, like, having a natural body, quote unquote, as, like, a virtue that, like,
Yeah.
one of the reasons
yeah.
Kondo is, like, just kind of inherently bad is that he's disabled.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's losing his humanity
Oh,
because he
off.
doesn't, because his arm got stolen.
Yeah. Jesus.
Doesn't have an arm. Yeah.
They store your humanity in there.
This was, if I read my little wiki notes correctly, Kondo was originally meant to be a robot and not a disabled man.
Oh.
Which was one of the script changes Robert Holmes made that Terrence Dicks didn't like. Although it was made for, like, allegedly, like, budget reasons. Like, they couldn't also include a robot in this, which is fair, but they did not have to make him a disabled man.
Yeah, skill issue.
He could have just been, like, a guy.
He could have just been a guy. Yeah, so, I mean, you kind of see where the whole, like, you know, fix my arm thing might have come from, and because what Terrence Dicks wanted was the irony of a robot, something that can't appreciate beauty, trying to build a body for someone who can. And he thought that changing the robot thing would sort of ruin that, and it did.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just like a completely different angle on the capital R romantic. Like, we're still doing that, but like from a different perspective. I'm not saying that romanticism is bad. I'm saying that it's a recurring thread, and we're going to get that also in Genesis of the Daleks with, like, kind of everything about Davros. There's an attitude about disability that comes with this, like, valorization of the natural world and the natural order and what gets assumed to be natural.
Yeah, and the natural body and stuff. But yeah, because the Doctor is also, back in this, 4 is also getting on the Sisterhood's case about using the elixir of life to unnaturally prolong their lifespan. So he's saying, well, the Time Lords take it, but only when a regeneration fails. Only as medicine when needed, etc., not constantly.
Yeah, that makes it okay.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah.
Oh, Morbius finds out that the Doctor's a Time Lord and throws a fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're well into plans for his head when someone finally mentions that he's a Time Lord, and Morbius is like, what? There's a Time Lord on this planet? Because now Morbius thinks that like the Sisterhood, like everybody else, thinks that the Doctor has been sent here by the Time Lords to stop them.
Which, like, could be true.
Everybody thinks this, including the Doctor.
And we never see it happen, and I kind of love that.
We never know if it's true. It's amazing. Like, the paranoia about it is just... it's the entire driving force of, like, all the action in this, and they're not there.
Delicious.
It's amazing. It's so fucking good. Sarah got tied up at some point. She got captured and tied up.
Yeah.
And now we're getting the whole girl pretty routine from Kondo, which pisses me off immeasurably.
We already did this. It's like this happens every time there's, like, anybody who's, like, coded to be, especially, like, intellectually disabled, of just like, oh, well, that makes them assault women.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
In like a really gross, like, almost childish way. It's like, ugh.
No, like, well, we can't really fault them for it, because...
You're like, oh, it's because they're intellectually disabled. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that sucks. So that's in there.
and it's like Solon who like tells him off, and it's like, oh, she doesn't like that. Stop it. And it's like, she doesn't like anything you're doing to her. What the fuck are you talking about?
Truly.
Yeah.
Like, what are we? Hello.
Wow, consent king.
Yeah. Everything else was fine, just not that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't you
There's a really good moment. So now Solon is talking to Morbius, going on about plans of the... I don't even know what the pun was that he told. Because so Morbius is freaking out about the Doctor being a Time Lord and a Time Lord being on the planet. And Solon's trying to say, no, it's fine. Like, we're still going to get his head. It's the perfect fit. It'll be amazing.
The crowning irony.
Crowning irony. That was it. And Morbius is like, you fucking idiot. And Solon goes, the pun was irresistible. Like, he thinks Morbius was yelling.
I think that's what he's mad about, which is really good.
It's amazing. And he's genuinely apologetic, too. I could have watched another 2 episodes of just them going back and forth.
Yeah.
Bantering, bickering. I don't care.
Agree. Glad that was good.
So Morbius is worried now that the quote, the Time Lords will return in force to stop him, which was
that's war game shit.
I was going to say, it sounds really warlike to me. Yeah. It's good. Kind of scary.
Kind of spooky, kind of scary.
Kind of spooky and scary.
I have a note that says, only Morbius gets me, wah. Which I think is about Solon.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I also have that Morbius is going to get installed in that body and fucking hate it.
Yeah. So what's happening now? What's happening now is Morbius is freaking out because they think the Time Lords are going to come get him. So he's like, you need to get me in any head on a body now. I don't give a shit. And Solon is saying, you're gonna care about the body as soon as you're in it. So like, let me make it good, please. Give me time to make it good because you're going to care.
A toddler and a parent, like,
yes.
This is what it's like talking to. So this is what it was like talking to a top surgeon. I was like, "Can I get them off now?" And they were like, "Can we slow down?" Anyway,
and I suspect this is what it's going to be like when I'm trying to get my hysterectomy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So Solon is like, we can't do Sarah's head because she's a woman. Of course, you can't
put a woman's head on you.
Her tiny woman skull.
Her little
can't contain
womanly skull.
Hateful. And then he's talking about, and then Morbius is like, "What about the artificial brain case you made that one time?"
Case.
I mean, the brain case you made.
Yeah, what about the brain case, guys?
That's borderline, like, Kang speak shit.
It is, isn't it?
In your head, your brain case.
Brain case. And Solon's going on and on. He's technobabbling up a storm about why this thing doesn't work. Which he said periodically he couldn't control the buildup of static electricity inside the cerebral chamber, and periodically it would have earthed through the brain. Ow. Like, static shocks inside your brain? No thanks. Yeah. But Morbius is like, fuck it, put my brain in that, I don't care. So Solon literally goes and takes it out of the trash. He walks over to a flip-top trash bin and pulls out.
A nice detail, the escape pod that we saw the corpse in at the very beginning looks very similar to the brain case.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
right.
oh, so
Ooh.
it's salvage materials. Like this like cohesive visual design is happening throughout all of this, and I'm like that's like good.
I
So
like
true.
that.
You're right. Oh, it's good. It's a big bubble with eye stalks.
Yeah,
Hell yes.
didn't say it was
It's
good
amazing.
cohesive visual design.
Oh, no. It is cohesive, though. It looks...
If it was good cohesive visual design, we'd be watching a different show.
That's true.
Said
I
with
don't know.
all the love in my heart.
I think it's good because it was very unsettling
Yes.
Yeah.
to see in action. I think that was the point.
I like that.
And it's incongruous with what the rest of the body looks like, which is also the point.
It's great. Yeah, so Solon and Kondo start preparing the brain to put it in this case. They very carefully carry it over to the operating table, put down, very, very pointedly not dropping it at all.
Did you say that they let all of the liquid out of it? Because I have the note, release the brain juices. And it was
That's right.
fucking horrendous.
That's how they make
But
the wine.
that, again, brings back the kick-ass amazing cello solos at this point.
God, I love it. Yeah.
Music. I love television.
Yeah,
fucking good.
Solon pulls the cork out of the side of the brain tank and just lets it all spill out onto the floor.
Yeah, baby.
And then,
Awful.
Yeah. Then he and Kondo get in a fight about something. Oh, the arm.
Yeah. Yes. He finds out that his arm is on Morbius's new body.
Right.
And is really not happy about it.
Yep.
Rightfully
So
so. Who would be?
Rightfully so. Yeah, because someone's been promising him his arm back this whole time.
Yeah.
That was never going to happen. So they fight, and Kondo knocks the brain. The brain gets knocked off the table and smashes on the floor, Young Frankenstein style.
Hell yes.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. And then Solon shoots Kondo with like a visible blood splatter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He shoots him with a gun.
Shoot him with a gun. The gun design is also really good.
It's great, isn't it?
It's like a petite little rifle. Like it's everything's really thin on it. I'm like, how does that shoot anything? Of course, this guy would have that gun.
He would.
Yeah.
Part 4.
Sarah gets her sight back.
Sarah gets her sight back.
And immediately regrets
it. I did not take
it.
Notes on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets her sight back and to see what?
She was not pleased. Understandably.
Reminds
Yeah,
me of
because
doing the bit of taking off your glasses and going, I've seen enough.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, oh, actually.
Which is extremely valid of her under the circumstances.
I had also seen enough at this point.
Yeah.
Solon's left the room, right?
Yeah.
And Morbius monster, who does now have brain damage, gets up and
we get another like 15 minutes of like lumbering monster Morbius. Like this is like no like higher cognitive function, just kind of fucking around and hurting people.
Yeah, we get it's Frankenstein now for like, again, for real.
Yeah, we get a lot of that.
Yeah. And a lot of it shows off the costume very well. This thing is
that costume
horrendous.
was insane.
Yeah.
Like impressive as fuck, but also holy shit.
Yeah. Like I said, genuinely upsetting to me.
Yeah.
In many ways. But really, really good. Well made.
Huh.
Did its job.
Yeah.
Sarah calls him Mr. All Sorts. Perhaps foreshadowing the Candyman.
Sarah loves to do bits. Sarah loves to be in an extremely stressful situation and do a bit.
Exactly. It's her defense mechanism.
Yeah.
We love her for it.
The doctor, like, straight up kills that guy.
Yeah.
Like, cold-blooded murders that guy.
Yeah, oh my god.
The
gas? You mean the gas?
Floods the room with poison gas.
Yes.
On purpose, specifically to kill Solon. That is, like, what he says he's doing, and he does it.
Which is insane. It's crazy for him.
This is Fourth Doctor shit. This is like there's an episode where he snaps somebody's neck like this.
It's amazing.
Hello.
Yeah, because he's basically, I mean, Morbius's whole thing is that he's a horrible warmonger and criminal, and he can't be allowed to do anything ever again in any way.
Yeah.
So
especially not in Frankenstein Monster Body.
Yeah, exactly. So he's trying to stop that at all costs. And he's straight up gasses the guy to death.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Bit of an underwhelming death for Solon. Like, he's the guy we've spent this whole time with. We met Morbius last episode.
Exactly.
Anyone else really want the eyes on the Morbius head to light up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have lit up.
I would have loved them to light up the same color, or at least in the same way as the brain in the jar did.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
But yeah, it doesn't kill Morbius. Because his lungs are fine with that kind of gas, actually.
Oh, I have that. Wait. Sorry, 1 second. I have that line because it was, he has Beerstrap lungs that have a methane filter. I love just making shit up.
Was good.
Hey, did we talk about how when Solon died, he literally face planted into Morbius's bulge?
We did not talk about that.
Okay, that happened.
It did. He did sort of gently lie in his lap, like, and then Morbius just sort of pushed him onto the floor, and that was it.
Yep.
That was the end of Solon.
R.I.P.
Also, while this is happening, this is like a way that they talk to each other. The Doctor calling Sarah a good girl happens a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I have that noted. For no particular reason.
For no reason at all. It's fine.
No reason. Don't worry about it.
I really like their banter.
Yeah, their banter is really cute.
They have very realistic.
When they're, like, actually able to play with each other and aren't, like, being kidnapped by other people, they're really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When they're not being kept in separate rooms the entire serial. So now we have to play board games with Morbius, I guess. Folks, this is where it falls apart.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The boys are back in town.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so mind wrestling, a sport on Gallifrey.
Mind bending, he calls it.
Which also, can I ask,
wrestling.
Why did Solon have a Gallifreyan mind-bending machine at the ready.
Leftover debris on Karn.
Okay.
They're in the area.
That's true.
In the neighborhood.
They're in the neighborhood. He did just have it sitting there. Maybe because it fit the vibes. Fit the decor.
And maybe it has other uses. Maybe because of developing how to communicate with his brain in a jar.
Right, that's true. That's true.
So true.
I was curious about that.
There's a lot of good reasons.
But they have a make a face like you're having a headache off.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is also when you see the past doctors on screen.
All of them.
Yep.
Those doctors you know and love.
What about the other faces?
You know, the doctors you know and love.
Fuck!
I mean, it's, yeah.
They kept going, and I was like, who is that? Did you see the Colonial one?
Love,
they were the production team.
Including Robert Holmes and Philip Hinchcliffe.
They were all production team members.
Whoever was in the studio that day. 8 guys who were in the studio that day.
That is so fucking fun. What the hell?
You
kind of love that,
Liz,
actually.
You've seen these guys before. If you've seen The Timeless Children. They were in that montage at the end of that episode.
Fuck off. That's so cool.
And this has been a thing of these doctors have been a fandom controversy for the past 50 years.
Keep going.
And then we solved it.
Yeah, that was part of what the motivation behind the Timeless Child as a plotline was we need to make the Morbius doctors make sense.
Holy shit. That's kind of hilarious.
It's so excellent.
I love it.
It took so long to sort that away.
Mm-hmm.
Hinchcliffe and Terrence Dicks said that the intention of this was that there were doctors before Hartnell. That was what we were trying to imply here. Pretty explicitly, and then everybody's like, no, there has to be other reasons why this was this.
They're like, no.
Everyone was like, no, it was past versions of Morbius. No.
That's what I was wondering.
Or it's future versions of the Doctor, or it's
or whatever. Imagined
potential futures of the Doctor. Or it's some other guy.
It's someone else. It's the last guy who used the machine.
It's the Ronnie.
It's the Ronnie! Yes!
It's the Ronnie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so we have this incredible montage.
Really good shit.
All of the doctors you know and love.
And most of the ones you don't.
Yeah. Don't know them, don't love them, fuck off.
Don't worry about it.
Yep. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then
and Morbius. The fact that basically every episode after this has gone, what? No, fuck off.
Yeah. Everyone went, okay, well. So Morbius loses this.
Yeah, he gets electrocuted.
The smoke inside the brain case was crazy.
I liked that.
That was fun. Yeah. I wanted to pop it like a bubble.
And then the sisterhood chase him off a cliff.
They wander in very calmly and just sort of, I mean, it's the Frankenstein fire thing because when Morbius first woke up, he caught his claw on fire at a Bunsen burner and became scared of fire. As you do.
As you do.
And yeah, so they use their torches to very calmly and silently corral him off of a cliff. And that's that.
Yep. Nobody checks. And that's that. By the way, nobody checks.
Nobody checks.
Which will come up in years from now.
Yeah. That's a problem for Lucy Miller.
That is a big problem for Lucy Miller.
The doctor's injured, dying because of the like. It was hard to remember all of those doctors that didn't exist.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like post-Timeless Child, but yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do think the Timeless Child makes this better.
Oh, agree.
Especially with, tying it into, the ancient crimes of Gallifrey and,
Yeah. Staying on theme
fun.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and that being specifically, harmful for Morbius to know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of fucks with his whole perception of who he is and what he's doing.
Which is so fun.
It is really fun.
Yeah.
I think this makes me like the Timeless Child thing more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not generally a fan of that, as a bit of lore. But this makes me like it more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've always been, pretty neutral on the Timeless Child. I think that it's the kind of plot element that really matters. In general, I'm very much execution matters more than what the actual, lore is.
Yeah.
And I think that, the episode, The Timeless Children, is a bit nothing. It's so much going down a checklist of and we'll have an episode on that where we can talk about that
for sure
in 5 years. But
stay tuned.
It's so much of that episode is the master saying things with his words to the camera, and it's kind of upsetting. That's the part that's upsetting me is not the lore itself, but the way it's delivered. Just I don't find this entertaining. I don't think this is a even well structured story. It's so much. A lot of that episode does to me feel like Chris Chibnall trying to make the Morbius doctors make sense, and not actually trying to write an episode that he thinks is good and compelling.
Yeah. For me, yeah, I agree.
I'm so neutral on the Timeless Child as it exists, in its own in isolation as an idea. It's what you do with it, I think, that matters. And the most interesting thing that's been done with the Timeless Child so far, to me, has been that one scene of there's things with Tecteun and Flux that I think are really have a lot there that are really interesting to me, as well as the Doctor and not Donna and Well Beyonder. That little scene was a lot. The small bits. There's so many small bits of things that could have been really cool with the Timeless Child that just aren't there. That's my opinion on it for the moment. I was also disappointed with Ruby Sunday's whole thing of just I part of this is I had a called shot in my bachelor's thesis about this that wasn't as good as I said it was going to be.
Called shot in my bachelor's thesis.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with you.
That's amazing, actually. Oh, yes.
One of the chapters of my bachelor's thesis was about the Timeless Child, and this point that I'm making here about that it doesn't really matter what the plotline is, it's how you do it. And I was talking about how there's this argument about there's a lot of literature on the early seasons of the show and how those function narratively, and way of thinking about it that I find really compelling is that the concept of displaced mystery, that it's introduced in episode 1, the question of who's the Doctor, where'd he come from, and also why can't he go back home. And that question is never answered until much later, until it isn't even that Doctor anymore. And instead what happens is we follow the same emotional question through his companions. We see it completely deflected the question of where is the Doctor from? Why is he exiled? Instead, Ian and Barbara are exiled from their home and we're trying to get them back home. That's the point. And so any of the emotional resonances of the question about the Doctor can be answered about the companions in like interesting ways. And I thought that was what we were going to get with Ruby, of like, here's an adoptee, like foundling, who has like a complicated relationship with like, where did she come from? And there's a lot that could be answered there with like what that means for who she is, and that like by extension answered about like who the Doctor is, that it doesn't like simplify down to like a reveal as to like who are her parents. And instead it's like just talking about like how does she view herself, how does she view her place in the world in this context, and that can give us insight as to how the Doctor views his place in the world, being the timeless child. And instead it was asked and answered. It was like, who's her mom? This is her mom.
Lucy Miller.
Yeah. Lucy Miller. Surprise! Yeah.
But yeah, that was a kind of a core element of the final chapter of my thesis, was saying like there's potential there that wasn't fulfilled. I didn't know that when I was writing my thesis. I finished my thesis I turned in the final draft of my thesis the same week that Space Babies premiered.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Space Babies. Fuck.
Yeah. Fucking Space Babies.
I love you, Space Babies.
God, I love Space Babies.
So good.
I haven't rewatched any of that season except Boom. Anyway, I feel like I will say I also have timeless child thoughts, but I think I will probably save them for the episode on it.
Yeah, I figure we've got so long until we get there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
that I'm allowed to say. I'm sure I'll have more thoughts in that.
Oh, you're allowed. Like basically my problem with it is the same, just a different flavor of they didn't do enough with it, and it's from a like storytelling perspective of like, or not storytelling. What I'm trying to say. Basically, I think they dumped the lore and then just cut off any discussion of it and never ever talked about it again, which is horseshit. So yeah, it's like not like that. And I also have issues with the Doctor being super duper special magicalist person on Earth or in the universe for reasons other than their personality.
This episode's going to come out after. It was another thing I was hopeful about in my thesis that we still have time for. There is still time, and I think there's the potential for it in the season that will have aired by the time this episode comes out, but we haven't seen any of yet. Is the angle of the Doctor as a genocide survivor?
Yeah.
Didn't Shooty talk about wanting to incorporate
that's a thing that he's talked about a lot.
Because of his personal family history.
Yeah, as a way of like how he connects with the Doctor, and like that's a framing of the Doctor's relationship with the Time Lords that hasn't been done yet, and I think is really interesting. Like we had, we're back at the Time Lords are gone again, and this time it's because of something that the Doctor wasn't. Like, it's because of, like, consequences of something involved with the Doctor, but it wasn't the Doctor who did it this time. And that's really interesting. And it's a new angle. And if there's nothing gets me fired up about Doctor Who and, like, just excited to be watching it than something that is new to me. Because there is nothing new under the Who.
True.
I mean, the most exciting episode of the previous season to me was Dot and Bubble, because it was taking something that had been done a lot before in Doctor Who of here is a like future that we're not going to like even address like the fact that we've casted all white people for it, and actually like turn that on its head and be like, oh, this is a relevant fact about this. And that's a move that RTD's been doing a lot recently that I'm really fascinated by, of the, like, making previous, like, racist production decisions, like, diegetic parts of the narrative. Just like, oh, the world that we're depicting here is also racist, and we can actually talk about it now.
Yeah.
Which, again, I'm not sure whether I'm positive or negative of that as a whole. I think it works sometimes and doesn't work others. Like, I think writing off the thing about Sutek as, like, that Sutek is appropriating Egyptian culture is stupid.
Oh my god, that was so
stupid. I think that's dumb. But I think, like, with a toy maker, it really works. I think, and that's partially because, like, in the Giggle, we don't see the toy maker, like, inhabiting a racist persona in the way that, like, of being a racist caricature in the way that he was in Celestial Toymaker. And we get allusions to the fact that that was the, like diegetic character intention behind that, was to be racist. And then we get him doing, like, offensive stereotypes of white cultures. Which I think is a really, like, both very amusing and, like, really interesting way to pull that.
Agreed.
Anyway. I think we missed that Marin fucking killed herself.
Yeah.
The doctor is, like, dying, and they need more elixir of life, and the way that they do that is old woman go in the fire.
It wasn't, because they had the elixir. They had enough for the doctor, but not enough for Marin. So they gave it to the doctor, and she was like, well, goodbye. Well. She's like, well, I guess this is my time. And I guess she walked into the fire sort of preemptively, knowing that she would die before there was enough elixir for her.
Just for shits and gigs, I guess.
I mean, she did walk into the fire, right? I didn't make that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, though, like...
She got sort of absorbed by it.
Does the elixir, like, heal you at all, or does it just freeze you? Because she was, like, fucking decrepit, and
it heals you, it doesn't...
Okay, sorry.
I think it heals you, but it doesn't de-age you.
Right, so she was
it looked like it was de-aging her while she was standing in the fire.
Well, the fire, yeah, because it's the sacred fire. But the elixir, I don't know.
Yeah. Because I think it freezes you in age, but it heals things that are, like, wrong with you. Although they were saying that
I could see a reading that her age has been a sign of, like, she's been not taking the elixir to help everybody else.
Yeah, that's also true. Because they also said that Solon had been, like, treating some of the sisters for, like, illness, like treating them medically. There was a reference to that, so, like, who knows? Actually,
she died of woman.
She died of being an old woman, and having to save a man.
Like how Padme Amidala died of sad.
Oh my god. It's depressing. No, wait, the elixir doesn't heal you. That was a lie that Solon told.
Right.
It heals Time Lords when they're having regeneration issues. It helps them. But that was all we knew. Crazy lore on this juice.
Oh, no, she kills herself because the doctor said so.
Yeah. Yeah,
she
because
kills herself
she realized...
because the doctor was right, and, like, death is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, death is natural and good, actually, and she's so all in now.
So true.
Yeah, so the doctor jumps up. So they're all watching the doctor while Marin is jumping into the fire.
Yeah.
And they realize
just, like,
after...
fine.
Yeah, they're all watching him be healed, and someone's like, "Oh my god, look, Mirren just jumped into the fire," because they weren't paying attention. And then he jumps up and he's fine, and he immediately heads into the TARDIS to leave.
Yeah.
He literally does. He's like, "Oh, we gotta go right now."
He gives Ohika more firecrackers in case they need to clear the soot again.
God. He also says that the elixir tastes like nectar and stewed apricots with no custard.
Thanks for that, man.
Yep.
Thanks, cool.
Thanks for the report.
Just, you know.
I wonder what the juice tasted like, the John Hurt juice that they gave him later.
Juice.
Have I told you guys about the novelization fact about that?
No.
The juice? Or John Hurt?
The juice.
What about the juice?
There's a bit in the novelization, the Day of the Doctor novelization I might make you guys read when we watch Day of the Doctor, because it's so fucking batshit. Because it's Stephen Moffat, like, 5 years later, coming back and, like, having thoughts on it. And he also doesn't like writing prose, and so he's trying to make himself seem, like, more clever than he is at every moment.
Oh,
and
no.
there's a lot of points where I'm just like, oh, if you enjoyed writing prose, you would be a way better prose writer. Like, if you, like, enjoyed it and practiced the skill, you would be a way better prose writer than you are a TV writer. But you don't like doing this, so you're never going to develop the skill, so it's going to remain like this forever. This is knowledge that I have. But anyway, the Night of the Doctor bit says that that none of the potions had anything in them. That it was like dry ice and lemonade.
Yeah.
And that it was inside the Doctor all along to become John Hurt.
I did hear that, which I think is
really fucking funny.
hilarious.
I do love kind of Stephen Moffat's take on the Sisterhood of Karn and like they are smarter than the Doctor, and the Doctor is really convinced that he's smarter than them, but he's wrong.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Such good shit.
Yeah. I don't trust Davies with... I trust... The fact that I trust Stephen Moffat more with the Sisterhood of Karn than I do Russell T. Davies, I think says something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women I don't trust Russell T. Davies with, to be honest.
Yeah.
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 As much as
I'm worried about the new season.
I like Sim Master a lot. I think Sim Master is just a better character written by Stephen Moffat, which is wild. I know that's not a woman, but that's just the thing I was thinking about. I was thinking about how kind of disastrous Davies Missy would be.
It's a type of woman.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm having so many New Who opinions on this episode about
I know.
Like
I'm into
1976 episode.
Bringing all kinds of things up.
Yeah.
Did you guys like this episode? This serial?
I am a big fan of it.
I enjoyed it, yes.
So,
for the most part, you know.
Yeah, I think it's...
I also liked it. Not like an all-time favorite, but
yeah,
I think it's very indicative of the era of Doctor Who it was made during.
Yes.
And not just a like, oh, it's a product of its time thing. I think it's like literally a product of these people making it. I think that like this only happens when you have Philip Hinchcliffe as producer and Robert Holmes as script editor.
Yeah.
And I've got some Robert Holmes feelings and thoughts, but that's for other episodes that we've got.
Yeah. I think I respect it more than I liked it, but I did like it. Like, I respect it for what it's done.
It gave like the very gothic turn to Gallifrey.
Yeah.
Like every previous depiction of Gallifrey we've seen, it's been like, there's been, like, a lot of moments where we see Gallifrey as, like, serious and scary, like, with the war games, but we haven't seen Gallifrey be spooky.
Yeah, we haven't seen it be spooky. We haven't seen it be grounded in very much biology. We haven't really
seen this
had
kind of, like, mysticism.
Like mysticism,
to it.
Like basically anything organic has been kind of
yeah, which has
Which
been a very intentional move. But I think that, like, the way that comes back in Deadly Assassin is going to be really interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Of, like, this is what we're comparing Deadly Assassin's Gallifrey to. Is, like, this is the counterpart to it of the, like,
you just
mystical...
cut out super bad. I missed everything you said. After Deadly Assassin.
The assassin
this is
got
the
you.
counterpart. Yeah, the assassin got me. The counterpart to... like the digital Gallifrey of this, like, mystical, like, traditional Karn.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, like, if in some ways the depiction of Karn was more influential on a lot of, like, expanded universe depictions of Gallifrey than the depictions of Gallifrey were.
Oh, absolutely. Like I was saying before, like I'm a big fan of, like, Mark Platt's Gallifrey in the VNAs. Like, that's always what my brain comes back to. And I'm like, okay, so this is where that comes from. 100%. Like, down to...
Because, like, it's partially Deadly Assassin, but it's not really Deadly Assassin. Because Deadly Assassin takes a much more, like, this is Funhouse Mirror British politics. Which can be the Gothic, but it isn't quite what this is doing and what, like, Times Crucible and Lungbearer are doing.
Exactly. Like, this is a sort of look into... Like, a lot of writers have taken this as a look into Gallifrey's past. Like, its sort of cultural foundations, which I appreciate. Yeah. I don't know. I respect it a lot. I respect it for what it does for the lore. Do I think the last episode especially was extremely rushed and the ending was weird? Yes.
Yeah. The vibes are immaculate the whole time.
The vibes are outstanding.
It's
genuinely upset me in a way that I loved.
I think the best way to describe this serial is, like, it's fertile ground to do a lot more with regarding like the cosmology and the history of this universe.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Did we have any awards to get? Oh.
Oh, I gotcha.
It feels like a cop-out to give, like, the Omega Award for acting choices to Morbius, but
wait, hold on, which one was that? Wait.
We're really good at podcasts.
We're so good at podcasts. None of us are tired at all.
We didn't put it down as to what our Omega Award actually was.
Nope.
Oh, it was, like, overacting.
Yeah.
Was it overacting? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Morbius is in a lot of ways the same character as Omega. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't call that overacting either. That was just sort of monster acting.
Yeah.
Props award, costume award, new one.
Do we want to inaugurate a production design award?
Yeah. Which I thought we did a little bit with what's the one? They were in a mountain and everything was like, what am I talking about?
Colony in Space.
Thank you. Yes. The Colony in Space, like, Bubble Wrap Supreme Production Award.
Did we do that? This would be the opposite.
We didn't like officially write down any awards until we watched Time Monster, which was after that.
Yeah.
I think this deserves it more than Colony in Space does.
Agree.
Yeah, I think this is This was next level.
All right, I'm writing
Production
this one
design,
down. Reign of Morbius Award. Production design. Yeah, I don't think we have we don't have a Harper Award. We don't have a one-off character who dies in this that we want to learn more about. I mean, I guess I kind of want to learn, not to the extent of like not worthy of the Harper name, you know?
No, that's gotta be someone who genuinely just like pops up, is really interesting for
It's
like
like the
4
guy
seconds,
that
and
you
then
want to be looking
gets
at
nuked.
the all times,
Yeah.
and then dies and like nobody mentions them again.
Yeah, like if Solon had showed up for like a minute and then was like a background was a background character in this, he would have got it. But we had a lot of him. Beautiful.
No, we had more of him than we had of
New
Morbius.
award.
New award. All right. Next up on the bonus feed, we have Genesis of the Daleks. If I haven't said that enough over the course of this recording. And on the main feed, we have Deadly Assassin. If you would like to give us money to listen to us talk about Genesis of the Daleks, we really appreciate it. Podcast hosting, especially for as episodes that are as long as ours, is not free. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
We really appreciate it.
That's the other thing that we're supposed to encourage people to do for algorithm optimization. Tell us in a review what you think of the Morbius doctors.
Yeah, start a debate. Start a reviews war.
Start fighting each other in our reviews.
Please and thank you. Give us a 5-star review and say something really inflammatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please and thank you. Maybe don't actually do that.
Things silly, inflammatory about Doctor Who specifically.
Yeah. Don't be mean to each other. Be mean to Doctor Who.
Oh my god, yeah. Please make it about Doctor Who. Holy shit.
Exactly. You forgot that
Sorry.
there was a world outside of Doctor Who for a minute.
I forgot that anybody talks about anything else.
It's hard to remember that.
Good lord.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
I think I've said enough.
Sacred Flame, Sacred Fire.
Sacred Flame, Sacred Fire.
Sacred Fire.
All praise to the Great One.
Socials.
All praise to the Great One. Oh, socials. Forgot that.
Socials.
You can find us on Blue Sky at Gallifreyan Nauseam, and probably Instagram by this point. And
still
Patreon. And anywhere that you get podcasts that we are on. I'm Les. I'm also on Blue Sky as More Garlic Now.
I'm Allie. I'm on Blue Sky at Stazer Snout.
And I'm Rimon. I'm on Blue Sky as Rimon Hadassah.
All right. Well, don't get burned at the stake. Bye.
Keep your brain firmly in its case.
Get Morbin.
Get morbed. Get Morbin.
Get fucking morbed.